Hello everyone. How can you hear me? How can you see me? Is everything okay? Let me know how you hear me. And today we are going to continue sculpting this girl. Yes, great. Sorry for the delay a little bit for several minutes. I needed to repost the stream everywhere in my social networks. How are you today? I think it is morning in some of the countries. In mine it is evening. Well, not so late, but anyway, I need to the wires from my microphone, they bother me a lot, so I need to somewhere to put them. And just a second, I recently bought Cintiq and I'm still trying to get used to using it. It's still very inconvenient. I am reasonable new to ZBrush. Oh, used a very interesting and long and full of a lot of fantastic things. Way is in front of you. Okay, what we are going to do on her, I keep on doing her very slowly. It's not my first stream on her, and it's not my first day working on this character. And let me think, what are we going to do with her today? I already worked on the hair. I think that today we are going to work on this blue cloak, or not cloak, what's that? Blue costume. Yes. And as usual, if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask. Which language do you speak? I speak English. Well, I mean, here at the stream I speak English, but in real life I speak Ukrainian and Russian. These two my mother tongue languages. Speak them, and I can also speak Italian. So in general I know 4 languages. It could have been 5 or 6, but unfortunately only 4. Hello, hello. I will move the character to the second screen. I mean, the concept. For how many years have you been practicing the brush? For 10 already since 2014. Happy New Year! Thank you! Yay! Happy New Year to everyone! I wish you all the best, thank you! I've never used ZBrush, thinking about making the investment. Here to see how it works, what it can do. Yeah, that brush is very good software to invest. How do you think I should use Dynamesh or the True Measure? I think you should use both. It's depending on their purpose. I use both, always depending on the purpose. I'm just thinking where to put. Better is going to be to put the chart and put the character. Yeah, I think it's on the top there. I like your headphones, thank you. I like them too. What character are you doing? I'm making this character. But I mean the concept is on my second screen. Does production ready model needs to be a single or unified OBJ mesh? It depends. Some, well, but they are usually consist of several parts. Sometimes it's solid mesh, so that always depends. Hello, do you use iArt in your workflow for reference? No. Are you... Just a second. Are you going to animate this character or 3D print? It means what is used for, or just modeling? Modeling for fun. It's just a character for Alex going to be made in the game dev pipeline. Because I decided to practice my hand painting skills on this character. That's why it's going to be a game dev pipeline. Как сделать ровные края, как вы сделали на значке в центре персонажа? Retopology. The question was how to make the straight borders when we are making something on the character, and the solution is to make retopology. I always make retopology for high poly. Great, looks awesome. Thank you. Thank you. You know what, I wanted to... I actually didn't plan to do it at the stream, but maybe I can try to remember how to make manual retopology here in that brush. Let's then separate. Oh my god, I haven't done the manual retopology in that brush, I think for 6 years. I'm not sure that I still remember how to do it, but at least I can try. First, I like manual retopology. If I remember, we need to add... what's that? We need to insert... forgot. Insert that sphere. And... where is it? Yeah, I forgot how to do it. Maybe. Yeah, maybe not this time. Okay, let's retopology usual. For the next time I will remember how to do it correctly. Okay. And oh, the sweetie, what are we calling that? Huh? I know what I need to do. This will delete. This will also delete. We get back here and questions? Maybe you have questions? Let me try to do, you know what? Let's duplicate this one. I want to try something. And that was it that people. Hello, hello. Got any tips on how to study anatomy? Just study anatomy. The angle of your camera. Yeah, I saw the flickering. But I don't know why. Maybe that's because of the Christmas tree. It did not happen today. It's still flickering. I don't know why it happened, but when I was trying to set, but you can look not at me, you can look at what I'm doing in that brush. Well, because I really don't know how to fix that issue. Oh, sorry. Oh. I broke something. Let's go back. Anatomy for Sculptors is amazing, great. By the way, it's this new automaton music. This is music from, soundtracks from Darksiders Genesis game. I don't use AI. At least I know. Where is my pencil? It is here. Approximately how much time it takes to complete this character to complete? Well, if I make it, if you're talking about streams, so that at streams it will take for ages because I'm very slow when I'm talking and at the same time working. If we're talking about like just my usual pace, then I can finish the high poly, I think, the whole from the very beginning. It would take me from the very beginning to the end of high poly, it takes 1 week. Retopology several days. All the rest like UVs and baking like 2-3 days, and texture in about 5 days. So it's approximately like a month. На стоке модель пойдет, не портфолио. Может и на стоке, не знаю, как пойдет. Thanks for reply. You're welcome. What's your favorite artist? Jay Hill. Jay Hill 100% is my favorite artist. And I think it's kind of my role model. For setup in that brush, which brush I use the most for startup simple modeling, you can see all the brushes which I use here in the right menu, and they're mainly clay build up, to move brushes, dam standard, pinch, hard polish, inflate that modeler. I think these brushes are the main, but anyway, each artist decides for himself which set of brush he's going to make. And please remember that you can ask me questions, and if you want to look at my works, my other works, you can follow me on ArtStation. You can follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is very active, so you can find all the links here in the low left corner. You can find the QR code, and if you go through this QR code, you will find all my social networks, and you can follow me there or look at my works list. Genzho is great. Absolutely. I think I followed all his tutorials and I learned a lot from him. And if you have questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, I will be concentrated on my work and I will work quicker, but I will be less talkative. And I think that as a stream, I need to be more talkative. Did you watch this amazing cartoon on Netflix called Blue Eye Samurai? I watched it on one breath and I think it is so perfect. I think everything about this cartoon. Did you watch it? Are there people who watched it? I hope yes. Where is your ArtStation link? I can't find. Here, the QR code. You can find the QR code and you can scan it with your camera. And you can find my ArtStation link, Instagram link. Blue Eyed is truly a masterpiece and has so much Kill Bill elements. It is so good, I think, in every aspect. Till now, Arcane on Netflix is my #1. Oh yeah, I think Arcane is good. I think it's very good, but I don't like Arcane. I think I'm the only artist in the world who doesn't like Arcane. I like this style. I like the way it is drawn, but I don't know. I was bored watching it. That was for me. I even didn't. I tried to watch it twice, and I never ever came to the end because I was giving up because it was very boring for me. But it's still I still believe and I know that it is one of the best cartoons of nowadays. But I don't know. I like the Love, Death and Robots. Love, Death and Robots also is something I like watching, and I think last year in December I rewatched a lot of episodes from Love, Death and Robots, and I'm still impressed by the story, by the graphics, by everything there. Yay, hello Heather. Yay, hello, hello. Yes, Love, Death and Robots is so amazing. Yogurt episode. Something familiar, but I don't remember. I like the episodes with cats. There are 2 episodes with about robots and the cat. Like 3 robots who found a cat. Like the robots are studying the story of human beings, like which was in the past. So yeah, I love it. Yeah, everybody like cats. Where yogurt took over society and transcended into high being. Ah, yes! Yes, that is also cool. There are a lot of episodes which I liked in the Love, Death and Robots. I want to hide these parts. questions? Any questions to me? Did you follow me on Instagram and ArtStation? If not, then do it right now. Do you have your favorite most useful set of alphas? No, I'm not using alphas at all. I think only sometimes for clay build-up I use like this one alpha 6 and sometimes... which one? I forgot. Ah, this one alpha 18. But that's not so often. I usually use like standard ones. I'm having troubles on finding ArtStation or Insta. But here is, you can scan the QR code in the left low angle. Or you can find me by name. Okay, you're welcome. You can scan the barcode. Yes, you can scan the barcode this. I still can't get used to working on Cintiq. It is still very inconvenient. But I keep on trying and I keep on thinking that once I will get used to working on it. Maybe questions? What about questions? I heard that that brush also contains tools like Maya for modeling. Is it true? Yeah. And you just saw me using them. That's that modeler brush. It's like polygon tool, and I think when I was making these pieces, you saw me working with that brush, with that modeler. Yeah. Как ты стала стримить на Maxon? Они мне написали, пригласили стримить сюда. А вместо этого они мне, ну, а за это они мне дают бесплатную лицензию на ZBrush. Вот так сами написали, предложили. I use a Cintiq at work. It gives me backaches. My interest homes much more ergonomic. I also think so, because it is so difficult to sit straight in front of Cintiq and to work. And again, it's always inconvenient for me because I have very big Cintiq. It's bigger than I expected, and my hand, I always sit like a shrimp in front of the Cintiq, and my hand, it always aches, and well, I hope I will not sell it. Okay, classic question. If you could go back to the beginning of your career as an artist, what would you tell yourself? What advice would you give yourself based on your current experience? I would recommend myself to find a mentor, not to spend time on self-study, because it takes months, it takes years. That's why I would recommend myself to find a good mentor and to, like, after courses, to keep on working with the mentor. That would help me a lot. And I would recommend myself to make a plan. To make a plan on, for example, I always knew that I want to make stylized characters, but sometimes I started making realistic characters just for fun. And I would recommend myself just to stick to stylized characters, not to spread myself on all the rest possible stuff which can do 3D artist. What the biggest company you worked for? I worked in an outsourced company, Dragonfly, and there, through this company, I worked for Blizzard, for Heroes of the Storm. I worked for Airship Syndicate, for such projects as Darksiders Genesis, and Ruin King. And also I worked for, like, again, for Riot Games, but that was this mini shibis like merge, League of Legends merge. Maybe I think that's it. So, do you live in America now, or in Ukraine, or in Russia? I'm not from Russia, I'm from Ukraine. I never lived in Russia, and I will never will. And right now I live in Ukraine. But I have a very interesting news for you, that you know that in March in the USA, in San Francisco, is going to be the GDS, Game Development Conference. And I'm going to be there. I'm going to speak about textures on the behalf of Adobe Substance Painter. I'm going to speak about making texture Substance Painter. So yeah, that's going to be my first time in the USA. Well, you worked for Blizzard. Was it hard? Why did you leave? I worked in the outsourced company whose project was Heroes of the Storm. I left because I was tired. That's obvious. Is it required to have degree or certificate 3D art before you can work for such companies? No. No, I don't have certificates. I don't have an art education, like official art education. How did you do the strips on the skirt? It is separate mesh? Yeah, it is separate mesh. Every time when I have an opportunity to make separate mesh, I will make a separate mesh. Do you make 2D concept for characters? Never. I don't know, I'm very bad in drawing. I'm absolutely not a 2D artist. Очень странно, сколько мило ты добавляет ушки на наушниках. Спасибо. Да. Чому розділяєш головний меж персонажу на різні полігрупи? Бо мені так легше працювати. Подскажи, как найти ментора, это платная услуга человека или может помогать бесплатно? Платно. Чаще всего платно. Ну, хороший ментор точно будет платно. Ну, находишь на арстейшене в Инстаграме, пишешь, спрашиваешь, берете ли на менторство, если да, то ты ему платишь, и вы начинаете работать. Who asked about the polygon functions like in Maya in that brush, and here they are. This is that modeler brush which I use very often, and right now I'm using it to get rid of extra polygons which are too high. I don't like when the mesh, even if it is the high poly model, I don't like when it has too many polygons, because I try to keep the whole character in dynamic subdivs as much as possible, and it is easier to tweak everything when you have dynamic subdivs, not physical polygons. That means that the less polygons your mesh have, the easier for you to fix everything what you have. Questions, comments. What do you suggest doing small projects or bigger projects to practice? Small projects. Of course, small projects, because it's very difficult to make a big project. And if you feel like that you will really finish it, then of course you can take the big project. But I usually try to make small projects. I make the full character. I mean the full-size character from the very beginning to the end, not very often. Usually I do the bust of the character for portfolio because it just takes a lot of time to make the whole character. And I usually just want to practice some areas where I'm not good at. And this time I don't know why I decided to make the full character, because that's not my habit to make the full character portfolios. I like making busts. Thank you, you're welcome. I'm working on my 2D game project and watching a 3D process together. Oh, that's so cool! That's so cool. I wish you inspiration. If creating a portfolio, I'm assuming you should have your bigger projects in there rather than smaller ones. Why? No. No. Of course, at the beginning, maybe if you're talking about the start of your career, then yes, that's better. But if you're talking like when you have already a reputation, let's say, then it's not obligatory to make like the full project. Hello, 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 Gomer Arts. As there are people who did not subscribe to my Instagram or ArtStation, if you're here, you are welcome to subscribe. He's here, you can see here the barcode on the screen and you can scan it and you can find me. When you create a character for your portfolio, do you always pose it after the full creation, or do you immediately create it in the desired pose? Usually I do it by classic rule, and I pose the character when everything is done. I mean, when it is already texturing phase is finished and I need to render it. So yeah, here is the right time to pose the character. Nice close, thank you. Thank you, sweetheart, you're welcome. I see a guitar behind you, can you play it on it? Yeah. You can also see a piano there. I can play both piano and the guitar. But I haven't played already for a year, maybe half a year. For a pretty long period of time I didn't work. Oh, the process is amazing, thank you. How create the hair? Well, I created each part of the hair from a sphere. So as you see, it is separate mesh. And so I created from a sphere, I dynameshed it, I made the silhouette of one hair strand, then I applied that remesher, then dynamic subdiv, then creased the edges, and then I refined the hair. Hi, when sculpting clothes for folds, the pose affects the folds if you pose the end. How do you know what folds and where? Great to be here. Well, that's very good question, and actually it depended on the pose. When I make character for portfolio and I look at the character and I think that his pose will not be very much influenced, the folds will not be very much influenced by the pose, because maybe it's standing pose, then I will pose it, I will don't care about this folds a lot the way they should be in the pose. I will pose the character in the end. But if we are talking about the situation when you're making a character for portfolio and this character is going to sit and he is also going to have leg on leg maybe, and of course in such situation it has the folds will be different. And in this situation I would pose the character on the high poly stage, but I need to keep in mind that when posing characters on the high poly stages I am losing the symmetry. That means that I will need to texture everything without symmetry, and that's pretty difficult. And another difficult thing is that poses can cause artifacts on bacon. That's why I don't like posing characters at the sculpting phase, because it's like gives you more pain. You could create a lock of hair to see the process place. I think I did it at some of my previous streams, but okay. Let's do it quickly. Let's insert sphere. Turn on the symmetry. Let's insert the sphere. First of all, let's play it unmasked. And here we are. And then let's take this brush. And let's move it under this, then a mesh. Wait. And then I would mesh it. And yeah, looking nice. I press D and I'm applying dynamics of divs. And let's insert this crease edges. Maybe what about this? Maybe here, somewhere else. Right, and also in the crease level I would put 2 or 3, and in the smooth subdivisions I would put 4. Because if not, look at the crease level, they will be very hard, and I don't want them to be hurt. Right. After that I would take a move brush, and I would also use the function which is called AccuCurve. You can use it in the brush, and here you have forget where somewhere here AccuCurve. I think I can press in Control. It is somewhere in the brush menu. Yeah, it is in curve, so it's brush curve. Can use AccuCurve, what it is doing. So right now I'm using my brush without AccuCurve, and it's doing this way. And if I press AccuCurve, I'm having this nice tip. It helps me to make the tip. Hey Yana, hello Caleb, thank you, you're welcome. So yeah, this is the way I'm doing the hair. And right now you have a strip of the hair, which then you can use as usual the standard move brush, and you can don't remember to turn off the AccuCurve, and you can move it where you want, and you can find it the way you want. So okay, I will delete it because I don't need it. Yeah. Hope that was you understood everything. Oh wow, thanks so much, I love it. You're welcome, you're welcome. Why when I color a subtool, other subtools take the color too? That's because here you see here in the subtools you have this brush, and when it is activated, like right now, they are not changing the colors. But if I deactivate, You see what happens, right? And then you activate, and everything works. Remember to follow me on ArtStation and on Instagram. And to do this, you can scan the barcode, which is here in the left lower corner. First time watching cute girl sculpting. Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Nice to hear that. To stylize the edge, you use only the crease tool, or you also use another brush? Only the crease. Yeah, I think yeah, only the crease. Hey Anissa, great stuff, looks really good. How would this then be sent to Retopo? Do you decimate it down to certain of polish? And if you do Retopo, how detailed do you go on the hair, for example? Yes, I will decimate it. I will make Retopo in Maya. And before sending my mesh to Maya, I will decimate it. And as for the amount, as for how far in details I would go on Retopo, it depends on the amount of polygons, because we know that the low poly model can be 100,000 polygons, same as it can be 1,000 polygons. So it's like the it depending on which game want to do. I'm thinking about this girl. I think she's going to be 30k polygons, triangles, maybe more, maybe about 40. And everything I will the main rule of making retopology is that you need to save the silhouette of a character. You don't need to make the details, it's not obligatory, but the silhouette is obligatory. So I will 100% follow the silhouette, and about details I still don't know. Barcode hiding screen. Just a second. Oh, I can move it a little bit. Just a second. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I can move it here. Or I can move it to the top. Let's leave it here on the top. I always don't know where to put it. Sorry. Hey, I just followed you on Insta and LinkedIn. Oh my god, thank you, thank you. I hide the concept art on my second screen. Yes. How long should take to build a model? It depends. Approximately it takes 1 month. Where do you get your playlist? From YouTube? Questions. We are going to finish soon. So if you have questions, it is the right time to ask them. And of course to follow me on Instagram and art sessions, like the best time to do it right now. Hello, amazing work. Thank you, thank you. Followed you on art station just 2 minutes ago. Yay! Any suggestions for beginners? You know main tools for that brush, but I don't know why I can get good result at the end. That's because you don't have practice a lot. I don't have a mentor and don't have a practice. I mean, you don't have a person who will tell you about your mistakes. And that's, I think, that the key point, that you need to find a person. Of course, you can do it without. You can to use your personal critical mind, critical eye, and to give the feedback to yourself. But usually it's better to find a mentor who will give you the feedback. And yes, and practice. I am in that brush for 10 years, and I can say that for first 4 years were very bad. I was so bad in sculpting that you can't even imagine, just because I didn't have a mentor, and I was just duplicating my mistakes on each character because I didn't know about them. Oh, cool, because right now I'm working on a project and I'm just listening to a playlist and really enjoying the vibe of your music. This is perfect, thank you. That's, I think, right now it is like from the Witcher game soundtracks. Currently I work in a studio just a freelance. I'm working in a studio which is called Dardy Studio as a freelancer. I'm working with them on the freelance basis. Here I can tell you have practiced a lot. Your work is telling everything. Thank you for suggestions. You're welcome. You're welcome. Looks amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Did ZBrush buy sculptrix? I don't know about commercial things of that brush. I think maybe yes. I never used Sculptrix. But if you're talking about, I think Sculptrix, that's a separate software about which I know nothing. But if you're talking about Sculptress, which is function on the brush in that brush, I used it, but again, I still don't like it. Yeah, I like Dynamesh, but Sculptress, it's like not my cup of tea. It was a free application. Okay, but I don't know anything about it. I think I should have found reference for sculpting hair. I mean for detailing. The way I do it is pretty nice, looking pretty nice. I'm not sure if that was the best variant, but anyway, still like it. Okay, here, but this one, get rid of these details. Looking on different style. Hello, hello. That this 3D model looks exactly same. Okay. I love you. Oh, thank you. Did you follow me on Instagram and Art Station? I will check. I forgot I need to save. Oh my god, I hope it will not crash right now. No, please no crashing. If it will crash, I will finish this stream. Because I think there wasn't any quick saves. No, there was quick save, but I didn't save it physically. Okay, let's save it. Let's save it. Is this challenge yet? I see other artists here. Yes, it's ZBrush Pixelogic. Yeah, there are a lot of other artists here. What other software do you use for workflow? I use Maya, Rhizome UV, Substance Painter, and Marmoset Toolbox 4. I think that's it. Oh, I think I saved. Right now we can do this with Ctrl-N. Yeah. I like your photo filter. Thank you. Hello, hello. Did you come up with your own file management system, or can you refer us to one you use? File management system? No, I think just the usual. I mean, if you're talking about the savings, I mean, for example, when I'm making character, I don't work in one file. For example, today I'm working and I will call this like girl high poly 1. Tomorrow, when I will start working in this file, I will create a new file which will be called girl high poly 2, and so on. So I think that's easier, because if something breaks, you need to have backups, and I don't like quick saves. I don't trust them, really. I really don't trust them, never trust them. And yes, so this is easier for me, that in the worst situation I would lose only 1 day of work. That's not too much. When making a portfolio, should I focus on specific type of models, like can I have characters, creatures, or it's better to have specific type? It's better to have specific type depending on what artist you want to become. If you want to become a creature artist, then it's better to have more creatures in your portfolio. It's like 70%. If you're talking about the characters, then that's mean that it's better to have, if you want to make like humans, better to have 70% of characters, and so on. Not like PV music. What that PV music? The music is from Witcher. The Witcher. It is almost time to finish the stream. Make a lot of cleanup work on this too, usually. Perfect World. Oh no, it's not from there, it's from The Witcher. I didn't play Perfect World, I'll only like saw a lot of reviews in it. Okay, we still have several minutes to finish the stream, and let me know if you have any questions. Any last questions which you have? And you're going to see me in the next stream, which is going to be, I think, in a month, in February already. Let's put it here. Do you want to see the first versions of this girl? If you're interested, I can show you. The first versions. Okay, let's see this one. Hey, are you new? Haven't seen you before. No, I'm not new. I'm here already for half a year. More than 6 months. Okay. No, why do I... What is this? Depends. Okay, I saved, and let me show you how create a pose with the transpose master. That's that plugin, and we have transpose master, which is this one, and with the help of transpose master you can make a pose. Work is incredible, and you too. Thank you so much. No, I'm not a new streamer at Maxon ZBrush. I'm a streamer here already for more than 6 months. Okay, I want to show you like the previous versions of this girl. Let's save this version. Let's make a print screen. Let's load the previous versions. That was a version at which we started today, right? Let's load with this version. If that was version 4, and version 3. I think that was same but without the spaces. Load version 2. That was version 2. And version 1. Yeah. So this is evolution of this girl. I think that's good progress for me. And very chill. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. Okay, I think that this is it for today, and I hope you all followed me on Instagram, on my YouTube, on my ArtStation. And if not, you still can scan this barcode on top corner, on left top corner of their screen, and follow me there. And I think right now it's time to finish the stream, and I'm waiting for you at our next stream. I will see you in February, and and I'm very glad to be an official streamer at Maxon here, and very glad to talk to you. And I hope that my tips which I share with you here that help you, and your work will become more and more great and professional. So yeah, this is it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next month. Bye.